Hello everyone. I am glad to at long last be bringing you guys another free-to-play Ultimate Iron Man progress video. It's been a very long time since the last one. I went through a few months where I wasn't playing the account, and I've been working on a very time-consuming and slow goal without much to show in the meantime. But today I guess yesterday technically marks a very significant milestone in my free-to-play Ultimate Iron Man account. And I'm going to show my progress and the things I've been working on since I reached that particular milestone that maybe you guys probably know what it is. So this account, for those of you who haven't seen it before, because it has been a while, is of course a free-to-play Ultimate Iron Man. I created it at the end of 2015 and have been playing it kind of on and off since then as a little side project. I still always play my main account while I am playing the Ultimate, so I don't do anything super intense on it or anything because I'm usually trying to focus on my main, but it's just a fun little side project that I work on, and I can slowly grind up my skills. The XP rates are very slow and free to play, but it's kind of a fun way to play the game. So basically, since the beginning of this account, my end goal has been to get 89 smithing. In free to play, there are certain rune items that you can only get through smithing or the Grand Exchange, and if you're an Iron Man, of course, you can't use the Grand Exchange. So the most important ones that you can't get through anything other than smithing are the Rune Axe and the Rune Scimitar. I think other ones are Rune Warhammer and Rune Square Shield, but those aren't really that relevant. And in free-to-play, you can boost your smithing with +1 with the Dwarven Stout, so you need 90 smithing to make a Rune Scimitar, but you can boost +1 from 89 to make that, and you need 85 with a +1 to make a Rune Axe. So being able to make those two items is basically required for being able to train melees or woodcutting efficiently on free-to-play Iron Man, so they're a pretty big deal to get those done, and smithing in free-to-play Iron Man is a really slow skill. It's, I guess, the second slowest skill behind runecrafting. So it was quite a long journey to train up the smithing. I had to start by doing 99 ranged, which you guys have seen, to collect a whole bunch of law runes. I killed Ankus the whole way with 99 ranged. And I even had to do a little bit of post 99. I went up to about 14 mil XP to collect a little over 20,000 law runes. And I use those for my smithing method. Without law runes, it would be like half the XP per hour. So the laws make a huge difference. And it was definitely worth it to get that 99 range. So it was around 500 hours of Ankus for 99 range. And then after that, I had to actually do the 2 teleport Varrock and Falador runs with iron. So I mined iron, as you can see here, at the Varrock Southwest mine, teleport to Falador for the furnace, and then teleport back to Varrock and use the anvils. And the XP per hour for this method is about 6.5k, I would say. If you're really focusing and you don't get any crashers and you're also using the snow to take manipulate, you can maybe get as high as like 7 to 7.5k, but I'd say that my average rate was probably around 6 to 6.5k since I play my main and can't give this account full focus. So when I got 99 range, I think I had 58 smithing, and I went from 58 to 89 smithing all in one go, though I did take, I think, like a 3 or 4 month break where I didn't play this account at all. And that was mainly just because I wanted to give a bit more focus to my main. I was training smithing on my main, which is pretty AFK, doing rune items for the first while when I was training smithing on my ultimate also. And I got kind of bored of smithing on my main and decided to switch to rune crafting, and rune crafting is obviously a lot higher APM. And I just didn't feel that motivated to try to play the ultimate at the same time, so that's why I took such a long break from it. But I recently decided to get back to the ultimate even while runecrafting, so it was very high APM and required a lot of focus, but I just wanted to finish off the 89 smithing. It was only like a couple hundred hours away, and it was something that I'd been working on for so long in this account that it seemed silly to put it off for so long, so I finally decided to finish it up, and I've been working on that for about the past month, and yesterday, on the 22nd of April, I finally managed to get the 89 smithing. So in total, in order to get a Rune Scimitar on a free-to-play Ultimate Iron Man, you have to spend a minimum of like 1,300 hours, if you're going to do the laws and everything, so a Rune Scimitar is a very, very time-consuming thing to get on a free-to-play Iron Man. And I definitely like it that way. It makes it a really cool, like very hard to come by item, and gives some nice, very long-term goals for free-to-play Iron Man to go for. So I really enjoy the way that dynamic works in free-to-play Iron Man. And you can use a rune short sword that you can just buy, and it only is maybe, I think Rune Scimitar is maybe only 10% faster melee XP than just using a rune short sword. So for the people who don't have the time or the patience to get a Rune Scimitar, they can still have, a decent weapon to train with. So one of the first things I wanted to get done after I finished the smithing is get my prayer level up a little bit. I was thinking going for 43 prayer so I could have all the protection prayers unlocked, but I realized that I think ranged prayer is the best for Obor, and I'll be getting prayer XP while I'm training on hill giants to kill Obor, so I decided to just aim for 40 prayers. So I started off by trying using the Chaos Temple bone spawns, because it's kind of low level wilderness and I can teleport immediately. Boneyard is definitely better XP per hour, but it's a bit higher wilderness, and it's multi, so I'd have to run like I think 10 wilderness levels, tanking potentially a large team if a large team found me. So I decided to see how Chaos Temple was. I was just curious. I didn't get great tests of it because I only did it for maybe like half an hour or an hour, but I think it was maybe like 5, 6, maybe 7k per hour. I was starting to run into throttles on the hop limit, like I try to hop and it logs me out, so it was alright but not great and very click intensive. So I went ahead and decided to try Boneyard. It's definitely a little bit of a risk, and I didn't have that much food on me after, well, you have to tank the skeletons there for 15 minutes before they de-aggro, so I actually went there with like a full inventory of lobsters, but it used up almost all of them since my defense is pretty low. But I decided to just risk it. It was like 2 in the morning when I was doing this, so there wasn't too many people online, and luckily I didn't run into any PKers. I wouldn't have lost anything crazy, but it would have kind of sucked to lose like the extra laws that I have and the arrows that I've got like 5k iron arrows from randoms, and my power amulet would be kind of annoying to get back. So I did hit 40 prayer, took like a couple hours from 35, and so that's pretty nice. I think I got a combat level 2, and next is start to gear up for killing hill giants. So first things first, I wanted to actually make the Rune Scimitar, and I wanted to make a couple other rune things, so I have to go to Deep Wilderness and free-to-play to get the Runite ores. So what I do is I suicide to the evil chicken in the Champions Guild and then just take the essential items so that if I get PK'd I don't lose everything. So my plan was to mine 4 Runite ores, so that way I have 2 for a Rune Scimitar and then 1 for a Rune Med Helm, since that's the best helm that I can make. I'll need to get the Rune Full Helm from either killing Obor or killing Greater Demons, and then make a Rune Axe just in case I might need one. So once again I used my main to to stick out ahead in case there were PKers there, and there wasn't anything there. I mean, it was like 2 or 2:30 in the morning, so not too many people online. No worries, didn't have to wait for any spawns. Went very, very smoothly, got out of the wilderness, easy peasy. So here is the moment that I spent lots and lots of time working towards. I made the Med Helm, which I only needed 88 smithing for, but nice helmet. Made myself a Rune Axe. I'm not sure if I'll actually need the axe, but I figured I may as well just get 4 ores while I was up there, and I might use the axe for making fires while I'm doing fishing or something. And there is the Scimitar. It's so beautiful. It took so long to get. But yeah, it just feels really great to finally have that unlocked, and next up I just need to get a few other pieces of gear and then I'm ready to go. So next I went to the Champions Guild and bought a pair of Rune Plate Legs and a Rune Chain Body. I won't be buying a Plate Body because Chain Body has better crush defense than the Plate Body does, and I'll be killing giants which attack with crush, so Chain Body all the way. And the next thing I need to do is make a Adamant Kite Shield, because that's the best shield I can make. I'll have to get the Rune Kite Shield from Obor, so I had to mine some coal and go down to Edgeville dungeon and mine some more coal and also some addy. And there is the shield made. Nice little bit of smithing XP there as well. So the next things I need are, I forgot to buy green D'hide Vambraces from the Champions Guild, so I'm going to have to go back and get those. Those are the best gloves for any combat and free-to-play, I think. At least for melee and range, because they don't give any negative melee offense bonuses or anything. Need to get a cape, and then after I get those Vambraces, I'm going to need to go to the Stronghold of Security and get myself some boots. Another thing I'll need is a Strength Amulet for certain level ranges anyways. It's very good for melee, so I went ahead and did Mistle and Mystery, because you get a ruby from that, and rubies can be kind of rare from other things, so I figured it was a good time to get that quest done. And there's the amulet made. I just need to get some cosmics to enchant it, and I should be able to get those from killing hill giants. I also made sure to dye my cape orange, since in free-to-play orange cape is definitely the fashionscape meta. And as far as boots go, I decided to go with the fighting boots. I've spent a bit of time in both fighting and fancy, but at least right now, fighting is what I'm feeling, so that's what I went with. Okay, so I've been killing hill giants for a while, and I've gotten a couple of giant keys, and I'm going to give Obor a shot and see how it goes. I did grab some ranged gear because my range is a lot higher than my melee, so it would definitely be better to use there. And I got a few addy arrows, so hopefully this will go well. We'll just have to see. I don't have inventory space to equip my bow, so I guess I'll start by meleeing it a little bit until I need to eat and then switch to the bow. But I hope that I have enough food to actually last. I've never really done this before, but I do have a teleport on me, so if things start to go south, I'll just bail, because if you die in here, you lose everything and can't get it back, so that would not be good. Oh, and I just realized that I use up the key, so I can just put on the bow anyways. So hopefully my 99 range will do me well here. I think that range prey is better to use here, but I'm honestly not sure. But I don't have melee prey, so I think range prey is my only option. Okay, survived the first kill, used 10 food I think, so I guess the amount of space that I have right now is alright. 198 chaos runes, that's not exactly what I wanted, but I guess it's a decent drop. So I guess I'm gonna have to go get more food and I'll do the other kill too. Okay, second kill, let's hope this also goes as well as the last one did. I didn't recharge my prayer and I have only 14 prayer points, which is probably bad. I might have to like prayer flick a little bit or something. Okay, that was rather close, but still succeeded in the kill. Rune Medhelm, not exactly that helpful, but I guess I can alch it. So I'll be training my melees on hill giants for a fair amount of time now. I am trying to get the Rune Kite Shield and the Rune Full Helm from Obor. If I get the Kite Shield first, I'll probably go and kill Greater Demons to get the Rune Full Helm, since that'll be a lot faster, and Obor is just so much RNG, so we'll just have to see what happens. But hill giants are pretty good training for my current stats. I can last a fair amount of time on an inventory of food, and I've just been training strength because I've been using like a DPS calculator, max hit calculator, all that kind of stuff to try to figure out like when is most efficient to train which melee stat, and it's still more efficient for me to keep training strength now. Basically, I'm just trying to figure out like how much XP per increase in DPS am I getting, like if I'm training strength or training attack, and so far it's still better for me to train strength to like 57 when I get my next max hit than to train any attack. So I have a feeling that I'll probably be somewhere in the 60s of strength before I start doing attack, and defense would be nice to train too. I'm not exactly sure how to approach that, like mathematically anyways though, because like defense just makes my trips longer, and other than that, it doesn't really matter. So I guess it's probably still the least important in terms of overall XP per hour. But yeah, we'll just have to see how far I get with melee training here. It's pretty crowded, especially like midday. So I definitely think long term I'll be doing moss giants, but I gotta kill these until I at least get my max gear. I'm also switching between power amulet and strength amulet depending on my levels and which attack style I'm using, because sometimes the extra 4 strength bonus doesn't get me an extra max hit, and if it doesn't, then having the accuracy of the power amulet is obviously better. And also having the power amulet for ranging Obor is quite nice. So this is what I'll be working on for quite a while. I think my next long-term goal in this account is to go for max melees, so that will be a very long time, well over 1,000 hours I think, because even at high levels melees don't get much higher than like 30s or 40s, like 30 or 40k XP per hour, so, and it's like 39 million XP to max out all three. But yeah, that'll keep me busy for a while, and I'll get a lot of laws and nats from all of those, and some nice prayer levels. And if I do end up actually maxing melees and finish that, then I can do more smithing and crafting and stuff with all the laws and nats that I get, which would be pretty nice. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video today. Sorry it's been so long since the last upload, and the next free-to-play Ultimate Progress video will probably be a little bit sooner, since I'll have some actually somewhat interesting footage to show once I get my drops and I'm training lots of different skills and everything like that. So see you guys again pretty soon with another progress video. Thank you for watching today. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys all later.